color we read.
Hey, it's just for Beulah County. Yeah, right on your head like a bounty. Said I'm from Beulah, they know I'm from Beulah, so let me just go talk about my surroundings. Shout out them Eagles that's out in Geneva, them Lakers, oh yeah, that's Palmerton and Valley. We from the 4-4 chasing these goals. If you in the way, you get taken out proudly. And Jefferson soaring with Falcons. Said that you working, you ain't really working. You see that we working, our hands got a callus. Putting in reps till we moving some mountains. Edgewell got warriors, they won't allow it. Me, I bleed green and gold, they no defeating no dragons who run the whole city. You wildin'. And they really bout it. And next we gon' go to Grand Valley. Work like a horse and don't show no remorse. So opponents keep coming, we stack them and pile them. Yeah, and kinda got flooded with Spartans. As soon as they pull up on game day, we park them. Cause we number one in that spot, ain't a bargain. Man, shout out St. John, they be ballin' like Harden. This for the 4-4. This for the 4-4. This for the 4-4.
What is up, everybody? It has been a long time since we have had a chance to talk, since I've got a chance to do one of these quick shows. It's not going to be anything super long tonight, but I did want to check in with everybody. There's a lot going on this summer. We've been super, super busy. Baseball really ran pretty long. You know, shout out to all the teams here in the area who got a chance to play long into the playoffs, got a chance to cover a lot of baseball. A little bit of softball here and there is very spotty. As you know, we're always looking to increase the team here. We've had some of our team members who have had to deal with some health issues. So it was kind of a skeleton crew going on there. I want to send a real quick shout out to our friend here, everybody's friend out here, Larry Jennings, as he continues to fight through his recovery. I've gotten some very uplifting news from him. I'm not going to spill the beans yet, but don't write the checks yet on Larry, because he's working really hard, and I think he's going to be back to what he loves to do very, very soon. I don't want to give any dates, but, keep your eyes peeled, because Larry is working hard and we're praying hard for him. So big shout out to Larry. If you guys aren't aware, Larry had a medical emergency a couple months back that kind of took him out of the game, and he's been working ever since. So as we get ready to start this football season, we're all keeping our fingers crossed Larry's going to be back. With that being said, we are still looking for additional team members to come out. There is a lot of athletic events that are going to be happening this fall, and we want to cover as much as we possibly can. So there's always room for the team. If you're interested, or if you know somebody who's interested, send me a message on any of the social medias that we have going, Facebook, Instagram. You can hit the email 440goal@gmail.com. Just let us know if you're interested. It doesn't have to be football. It can be anything. If you want to be involved and you want to highlight, local athletes here, I'd love to have you on the team. It's not relegated to just broadcasting either. If you want to come help out with the camera, if you want to come take pictures, if you're looking to write stories, if you're looking to, whatever you're trying to do to get yourself into the sports world, I would love to help you get there through the help of YSN and everything that they can push you and push your stories and your content out there. We would love to have you here. Couple things coming up. Obviously, the big one coming up this weekend is the Ashtabula County Combine. I am so proud of this. It's hard to believe, guys. The 5th year already. It seems like just yesterday was the first time we had gotten together and put together all these teams and all these kids from the area to come out and, take part in the 40-yard dash and the bench press and, the shuttle and all these things that you would see on the NFL Combine. We put them together and we're giving these kids an opportunity to kind of flex their muscles a little bit. Let's find out, you always hear about who is the fastest, who is the strongest. Well, in the high school realm, we have a way to kind of measure that right here in Ashtabula County, and it is this county combine. It has, this is my baby. This is the biggest project I've ever put together, and to see this being at the 5th year already is something that's really incredible. This year, we've got some great teams. We've got some great athletes. We're always looking to improve. We're always looking to, make it better and bigger every year. And this year we've gotten the addition of a 7-on-7 tournament. I think that is going to be a ton of fun. We are going to bring it right back to Lakeside. I'm excited to go, back to Lakeside. If you have not been to Lakeside, to the football stadium, and that's not just people here in Ashtabula County, I'm talking to everybody across our YSN universe. If you have not gotten a chance to come check out the stadium right here in Saybrook, Ohio, Lakeside, it's one of the most beautiful football stadiums you're ever going to see. Top notch from top to bottom, brand new sound system there this year, huge scoreboard. The field is gorgeous. If for no other reason, come out and check out one of the best stadiums in the state right here in Ashtabula County. Come out and check it out. We're going to have most of the best here in Ashtabula County. And if you couldn't pick up what I was putting down there, we're going to say most. We're still working to get that one more person to our table. We're waiting, hoping that sooner than later that's going to change. But for right now, we're going to focus on who we've got and who's out here to compete. And let me tell you guys, we have some phenomenal athletes coming out this year. There are some guys that we are going to be watching on Saturday this week that are going to be playing on Saturdays coming up. And you never know. There might be a Sunday character in there sometime too. Chris Bernardsky, let's go, man. Time to show off. Listen, you're right. And Chris, thanks for the comment. Thanks for, Chris is another one. He's helped in the past with the combine. He's a big supporter of what, football here. He was a great football player himself. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, congratulations are in order, as Chris is going to be in the 2025 class of the Touchdown Club Hall of Fame, and I can't think of a man who is more deserving, because he was an absolute dog back in the day. So it's really, really good to see him getting in there. So just a quick shout out to you, Chris. But let's talk a little bit about the combine. It's going to be at Lakeside High School on Saturday. 9:00 is when we're going to start the testing. So the testing is the 40-yard dash and the bench press and all that good stuff. So that's going to start right at 9:00. We'll run that right till about 11:30. There'll be a brief intermission, let the kids kind of cool off, popsicle, water, rehydrate. And then we're getting right into the 7-on-7s. And, OHSA kind of opened the door for this last year or the year before by allowing more and more 7-on-7s. So we figured, we may as well add it right here. And it's become the trophy's already becoming one that people are really kind of, getting real hyped up about. And I love that. Last year, PV goes out and wins it. And I joke with people all the time saying that that's a surprise. And it's no dig toward PV at all, because if you know anything about Laker football, the one thing those guys can do is win a football game. They've won no less than 7 for like the last 10 years. They played deep into the playoffs. But you looked at PV coming into last year and you thought, hard-nosed, run heavy. You had guys like Ryan Croston and Ty Vickery who were almost impossible to take down. And what do? They go out there where there is no running plays in 7-on-7, and they showed, hey, we can throw the ball a little bit too, and better than a little bit, as they go out there and win it. It was very, very cool to see. Not only with the 7-on-7, but we give out individual trophies. So, everybody talks about who's the fastest kid in the county, right? You hear that a lot. Who's the fastest kid in the county? Well, we're going to find out on Saturday. We have the individual 40-yard dash time trophy, so whoever wins that. But it's not just about one man. This is about the football program itself. So we give out a trophy for who has the best 40 time as a team. So that means you can't hide those defensive linemen in there. Those guys got to go out there, huff and puff, and get through that 40-yard dash, because we're going to take the aggregate and we're going to figure out who's got the fastest time overall as a team. One of the other things I think that helps separate this event, we included the 185-pound bench press. So that's a high school level bench press. That's what a lot of these colleges are looking at. It's 225 once you get to the NFL, but we're not NFL yet. We're still focused on high school. So you go out there, it's going to be the bench press. We give out an individual there. Right now the record is 30, and that record has stood since the first combine ever. And I have a potential that record holder, the legend himself, may actually be making an appearance. I can't guarantee it, yes or no. I've told he's going to try and make it there. He's been holding on to that all-time record trophy himself since being the first one to do it. And if you don't know his name, well, you come Saturday and you'll know him because he's as big as a house. I mean, he's playing football right now on Saturdays, Division I level football. So we give that out for the individuals. We give out for the team because, again, it's a team sport, right? So whatever team is going to get the most bench press reps, they're going to get their trophy too. These are some trophies that guys are going after, and I'm really, really proud of the fact that these kids are excited. You know, it's become competitive, and that's what the whole purpose of this event was. You know, growing up here in Ashtabula, I've seen some phenomenal football players. You know, from the time I was in high school, you know, before I was in high school, we've always had some talent out here. And this is a chance to kind of showcase and give those kids a little bit of a jump. I like to think that this is the hors d'oeuvre for the football season, right? Like football week 1, that's the main dish, but this is just a tasty morsel to get everybody's blood pumping and start the competition early. Want to send a quick shout out to, we've got a couple sponsors for this year. Let me pull this down, pull this one up. As always, Ashtabula County Nursing and Rehabilitation Center for sponsoring this year's event. They are a 5-year sponsor. This is the 5th year we've done it, and Ashtabula County Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center has been there every step of the way. And I cannot thank you guys enough for your generosity. And if you've got a family member that needs to get their step back, there's no better place to go. Ashtabula County Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center, they're going to help you just like they've helped me every step of the way. So if you need some respite care, you're getting a hip, you're getting a knee, you got to get therapy, and you need a little bit of extra, go over and check out the beautiful folks over at Ashtabula County Nursing Home. They're going to take care of you. They'll treat you like family. It's a community-based skilled nursing center, and everybody there is an individual, and they take care of them like that. It's beautiful. I'm very, very happy to have them. So thank you for sponsoring and helping keep this event going every year. And we've got a new sponsor this year, Kellogg Movement and Performance Therapy. Now, this one I'm pretty excited about. They are actually going to be at the event. They're going to have a tent. They're going to have some literature there. I've got word that there may be a chair or like a table so they can show you some of the services they're offering. This is something, if another reason to come out and check us out. Come check out Kellogg Movement and Performance Therapy. They're going to be able to see. You never know what you're getting into when you're getting into the therapies and that sort of thing. This is a way to kind of see what they're offering, put a name to a face, put a service to a face, actually see what you're getting into. This person was very, very excited to be a part. I'm very excited to get them in. I think it's going to be great for them. And again, this isn't just for the athletes. This is for the community as a whole. Come on out, check them out. You're going to get to see Kellogg Movement and Performance Therapy. They'll have their tent there, and when you're done talking to him and learning about what they're doing, you go back up into the stands and check out some really great football that's going to be happening right here in Ashtabula County. So thank you again, Kellogg Movement and Performance, for becoming a first-year sponsor, first of, I hope, many. Really, really excited to have you. Now, we got some more comments. Let's go into the comments section real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I'm rusty. It's been a little bit of time since I've done a show. So, the buttons are all changing and, everything's moving around. We got Ray. What's up, 440 Sports Show? Can't wait to come Saturday and watch you get perform. Thank you so much, Ray. Ray's another one. Ray was part of the team at one time. Work unfortunately took him away. He was my road dog, my camera guy, and another guy who knows a lot about football. So I can't wait to see you too, Ray. It's going to be a fun day. We got some great athletes this year. That's all I can tell you guys. I know I sound like a broken record, but I really do think we have some of the best athletes in the state that are going to be competing right here in Ashtabula County on Saturday. There are some guys who are coming in, for their senior year this year that have gotten bigger, stronger, took football seriously, and I cannot wait to see the work that these kids were doing in January and February and March of this year, the time in the gym, all those extra reps, all the nutrition that they took seriously. I can't wait to see how that's going to translate once we get into these drills, because, we've got some guys last year. You talk about all the leaders, you know what I mean? You got guys from, a guy I'll talk right about right now because, I'm friend of the family, so I can't get in too much trouble. I'll talk about a young man, Devin Miller, coming out. It's going to be fun to watch him run the 40. You know, one of the fastest guys in the county. He's coming out, and he's big. You know, putting on the weight, getting into the weight room. I can't wait to see how that's going to translate. You know, we've got some guys who are playing in different jerseys this year. That's going to be fun as well to see how that chemistry is. You know, how has that culture taken over in each one of these schools and all these different different places that they are. Charlie Taylor, winter training is when it makes the biggest difference. Charlie Taylor, our first ever 4.40 and goal at the time, player of the year, commenting here. Charlie went on to have a great football career. Last I know, he was playing at Lake Erie, was his last place playing football. Just a phenomenal athlete. He was part of our first ever combine. Those guys were out there kicking butt. Charlie Taylor, one of the better running backs you'll ever see, one of the better defensive linemen you'll ever see out here. Strong as an ox, smart football player, loved the game. I got the chance to see him again. I think it was about 2 years ago at the Jared Bunch camp because he, playing college football, he wanted to get back. He wanted to show these kids, it's all about putting a name, a face to a name, right? You hear about these guys, but sometimes just seeing there and being there, your presence are worth more than the presents. So Charlie Taylor, thanks for commenting. Thanks for tuning in. We've got the 7-on-7 combine tournament for the first time this year. So let me get that pulled up. I'm really excited about this one. It's a single elimination tournament. We're going to have Grand Valley taking on Edgewood. That's going to be the first matchup of the day. That's going to be followed by Jefferson and Conneaut. Now, on the other side of the 50, we're going to have Lakeside taking on St. John. The winner of that will play. This year's bye is going to be Pymatuning Valley because to the winner go the spoils. PV wins the tournament last year, so they get a bye in the first round. So the winner of St. John and Lakeside will play PV in that second round, and then we go right into the second round. It'll be the winners playing each other, and we'll go into the championship round. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're going to have some speakers and music, and, the kids are really going to get into it. We do have a trophy this year. It's going to be awarded again. Shout out to Rob Simpson and Play All Awards right here on Main Avenue, right next to my house. He's another one since day one, has been a part of this journey, has always been there, always given us a great product. Does just a phenomenal job. He's got a great artistic eye for these awards and how to make them cool. And I can't say enough about him. So for all of you guys watching now or in the future, if you've got, I know there's all kinds of travel baseball and travel volleyball and softball and all these things going on in the summer, and you want to get together some trophies for year-end stuff, go talk to my man Rob because he's going to take care of you. His prices are phenomenal. He cares about the community. He cares about the kids. He wants them to feel special. What better way to feel special than to get a trophy you earned? And that trophy should come from Play All because they do it for all. So that's the tournament. Now, this bracket has been released. It's out on Instagram if you want to see it and see who's going against who's going to go against who when. This 7-on-7 tournament should start right around 12:30 is what I'm saying. Now, I will tell you this. We are not completely tied to any time. This can go a little bit faster. It can go a little bit slower. It's all depending on how the combine goes, the testing, that awards, giving out the awards for that, giving the kids a little bit of time. I'm really excited about that. One of the things I'm most excited about with this year, and it's when you get into the 5th year, you get a chance to kind of look back and you see what worked and what didn't go on. And hold on, Alex. Hey, how are you, Alex? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. You get a chance to kind of look back and reminisce and think about things that worked. And one of the things I take the most pride in is, well, this is football and it's competitive. And at the end of the day, everybody wants to win. The environment that we have at this event is one of everybody trying to get better. Everybody wants to see the other people succeed. They want everybody, one of my favorite parts of the combine every year is that bench press. And my all-time favorite moment I would say, in 5 years, retrospectively. And we've got a lot of time to create new moments. But I would say that it was that first year. It was that first year watching young man Sam Petros on the bench. And everybody at that point, I think, had 17, 18 reps, was the highest. It was the first year, so not even everybody got a rep, but like 17 or 18 was the number. And watching Sam Petros, a Lakeside player, get on the bench, and he's hammering out the reps. And once he got past like 22, you got to see this crowd start to form around him. And there were kids in every different color jersey, every different color shirt from every school in the county, pumping him up, screaming, clapping their hands. They wanted to see how much can he do? How much can he do? And when he got to that final rep, and you know how that goes, anybody who's done the bench press, the first couple go smooth, but when he got to like 29 and those arms start shaking a little bit, you had coaches going on, and his coach at the time, Buzz Edwards, comes over and pumps him up. But he got that number 30 up and he racked it, and it was a moment where everybody was cheering and everybody was happy because it was like a win for everybody. They got to witness something great, and that's my favorite part of this combine, because during this testing, everybody, when people are working hard and getting these personal bests or the record breakers or stuff like that, everybody's super excited for everybody, and that's the culture I wanted with this. When I thought about this at first, almost 10 years ago. It took probably 4 years of trying to figure out how we would do it before we got it. And now we're here in the 5th year, and I think it's something we've got established. It's everybody from the county, everybody from every different, community. Everybody wants to see these kids do good, and that's what this is best about. So, come on out, even if you're not participating, come on out, check out these kids. All of the proceeds from this help pay for scholarships that I give out. They help, fund this event. They help, fund the things that I'm trying to get done for the 440 Sports Show for this area. So that $5 at the gate, it's not, I'm not going to Burger King with that money. Like that's all going to, what we're trying to get done here and trying to give these kids something that they're going to have for the rest of their life. And I think at the end of the day, it's a pretty good show. I think we've got some kids who are really, really talented that are going to be competing. So come on out Saturday, 9:00. That's when the gates are going to open. That's what time we're going to actually get things started for the testing. There'll be people right out there. It's $5 at the gate. There are no discounts. It's only $5. So no, I don't do any like student or senior discounts or anything. It's just $5 flat. Come on out, enjoy these kids. We're going to have concession stands this year. I got a chance to talk to one of the goal line people at Lakeside. They're going to have some concession stands set up for anybody who wants to buy and another chance, right, to give back, because that concession stand money goes back into the program. And I think we all know. Okay, I think we all know, whether you are a Ashtabula Area City School kid or not, whether you live in Ashtabula Area City Schools or not, I think we all know that Lakeside has had to deal with something so over the top with that roof, caving in on them, that coming out, supporting them however you can is something we all should do. Whether you're wearing red and gray, blue and gold, whatever colors you wear on your Letterman jacket, at the end of the day, we are one community, and we have to help when one of ours is down, and Lakeside needs our help. So come on out, get out here and buy the concessions, help that program along, help that school along. So that's one way to do it. It's going to be a fun one. I hope to see you guys all there. It's one of the things I am most proud of in my entire life, accomplishment wise, getting this going and getting kids who really, I think, are starting to really look forward to it. Nothing makes me smile more than, January and February, when we're in the heart of basketball season, and I've got kids coming up to me like, hey, I can't wait to go to the combine this year. Or I've got kids coming up to me, hey, I'm coming to take that record this year. I'm coming to do this. I'm coming to do that. And I'm like, listen, we're here for it. We want to see it. We want to see these kids. We want to see you. Come on out. Help us support this. Let's keep this going. It's a great family event. Bring yourself. Bring the kids. Let the youth guys, if you've got a youth football player, if you have a youth football player in your house, they should be there. They should be at this event. They need to see. My biggest thing is I think that the high school football stars of today are attainable superstars for the youth. I can remember growing up and looking at the names of, guys like Sean Allgood and Josh Cooper and these guys that were killing it on the football fields. And these guys were, much more attainable than a Nick Chubb. But, you still got to watch these guys rattle off a 70-yard touchdown. These are the superstars. Bring these youth guys out. Let them come see what kind of work they need to do. Where do I need to be by high school? I better start working now because look how strong these guys are. Look how fast these guys are. And I can be there one day. So bring them out. I encourage everybody. Come on out. It's going to be a beautiful day. Now, if it is not, this is a rain or shine event. Unfortunately, we can't go left or right on the day. Right now, God willing, keep your fingers crossed. Everything looks like it's going to be fun. There's a lot of people doing a lot of work to make this happen. So I'm really sending you all a personal invite from me. Please come out, check it out. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day at a great facility. Lakeside, it's a gem. It is a hidden gem here in Northeast Ohio. One of the best football stadiums you'll ever walk into. It is beautiful from head to toe. Beautiful scoreboard. I mean, everything's great. Even if you don't care about what's going on, come out and check out just what it looks like. Get the feel. These games are going to be packed. And I can tell you this year coming up, we are going to have almost every game covered right here on YSN Live for the Friday nights, Thursday night, Saturday morning games. Or Saturday afternoon games, all the varsity football. We've got enough announcers. We're still looking for more. We always can find a spot. But we've got it set right now where I want to say 99% of games are going to be covered. Of the games that are being, it's 7 teams, so 70 games. I want to say 68 of them are going to be live streamed right here, so you never have to miss a moment. You're going to have your announcer who cares about your kids getting excited about your accomplishments right here on YSN Live. Live, local, loyal. That's what we do, and that it's going to be a fun season. One more thing before I hop off here. Little bit of something cool I think that's been introduced over the last couple years. So last year was the first year that college football makes its way back into the stratosphere, and took time last year and created all 7 YSN schools 1-to-1. Those jerseys I'm very proud of. Those jerseys are pretty dead on. Couldn't get the names in, couldn't get the numbers last year. Well, guess what? Throw all that out because this year we can get personal. So I am currently working with the coaches of these teams to get names, to get numbers, starting positions, where you're at. All that stuff is going to be accurate. Now, I bring this up because right now I've got a couple schools out there that are test runs for me. I needed to see what the stadium looked like in the game. How did the jerseys translate? All of these things. So there are some roster names on there. Not all roster names are on there. I'm still working. It's a lot. There's, you figure 50, 60 kids on 7 different teams. I got some work to do, and I love to do it. But just kind of bear with me. I will start releasing them, and as they get up there and they're accurate to what I know to be accurate, I'll let you guys know on like Instagram and Facebook, this team's ready to play. This team's ready to go. The stadiums and the jerseys, everything is already ready to go, but this is going to be kind of a slower rollout just because of the sheer amount of people and names and numbers. I don't know who's starting. I don't know who's starting where, so I'll find out some more after the combine. I'll have an idea who's the starting quarterbacks, who are the starting running backs, who are the starting linemen, that sort of thing. But that's going to be something you're going to be able to do on EA College Football, creating all these teams. We're going to get all the rosters up to date. Take it easy on me when it comes to the ratings. I'm doing my best with the ratings, but I'm not going to make everybody 99s. That ain't no fun. If you want to do that, just click over even teams and then play it that way. But I'm at this point, I'm really just putting names and numbers on there. I'm not putting necessarily ratings on everybody. So please don't take offense. If you're not a 99 overall. No, it doesn't mean I think you're hot dog water at football. It just means that I haven't got a chance to actually individually go through and put together, your attributes I think you're all very, very talented. So just listen, take it easy. We're getting there. But with that being said, if you do see something that's wrong, feel free to message me directly. Hey, my number's wrong. Hey, this is the position I'm in, that sort of thing. And I will get stuff up to date as soon as I possibly can. So before I get out of here, I told you it was a quick minute, but God knows I can talk here as we are here at the 30-minute mark. This Saturday, baby, it's the 5th annual Ashtabula County Combine 2025 edition, starting off at 9 a.m. at Lakeside High School. We're going to have the best of the best taking part. 40-yard dash, bench press, shuttle, medicine ball throw, vertical, a long jump, all that good stuff going to be happening. You'll be able to see some of that. And then following the combine testing portion, boom, we get right into the 7-on-7 matchups, which I think this is going to be a fun one. You don't want to miss this. There are some teams this year that are rebuilding. There are some teams that this year are reloading. And there are some teams this year that are flat out going to surprise you, because 2024 and 2025 versions of them are not even in the same category. It's going to be an absolute blast, guys. I hope to see all of you there. Make sure, I'm putting out the graphics. Make sure you guys share them. That stuff helps me an absolute ton. Liking and sharing, getting it into the algorithm so people can see it. I want to make this the biggest and the best one we've ever had. It's the 5th year, and I want to make this one go super, super big. So that's pretty much what I've got today, guys. I wanted to stop in. I know it's been a long time since I've seen you all. As we get going into the season, we will be returning with our weekly show. I'm currently talking to my friends over at the Crow's Nest. I cannot wait to get back there. The food, the drinks, the people, the environment, it's amazing. It really is amazing. And even before the show starts, if you are, it's the summertime, and I know a lot of people like to, take Route 11 all the way down to check out Lake Erie, one of the natural wonders of the world. There's this wonderful restaurant there called the Crow's Nest. And when you go in there, I've never had a bad meal. I've never had bad service. You go in there, they treat you with warmth, and they're happy to see you. And again, the food is great. And if you're an adult, there's an adult side where you can get some great beverages, great conversation with great people. The Detour family, they're phenomenal. The Sposito family, phenomenal. Can't wait. I bring up Sposito because they're our sponsor to bring us to that show. The Detour families are our gracious hosts. It's going to be phenomenal this year. I can't wait. And it's one of my favorite things to do too. The weekly wrap up show, we'll figure out the day, the time, all that good stuff after I get a chance to talk to them, but that's coming back. We've got a special show coming up on Thursdays this year that I'm so excited about. I can't give too many details, but what I can tell you is it's going to be like all the rest of the Pick'em shows and everything that we've done, ramped up, turn it up to 11, baby. It's going to be an absolute blast. So we're going to have at least 2 shows this year. Other shows we're working on, trying to figure out who can do what, when we can get there. It's going to be a blast. But make sure you guys come out on Saturday. Check out these young men who have worked so hard, and want to show off their skills and show you everything that they've done. And it's my pleasure and it's my honor to be able to show what these kids are doing and give them a chance to say, "That a boy." So that's what we've got. The quick minute 440 Sports Show. We'll get back to some more regular programming, but just keep your eyes peeled. Please, guys, help me out. Share the event, share the graphics. Make sure as many people know about it. Each one tell one. If you tell somebody, tell them to tell somebody. Let's try and pack the stands and make these kids feel as special as I truly believe they are. So, again, my name is Sam Torres. This is the 440 Sports Show. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the 440.
This for the 440. This for the 440. For the city and the back roads. Got a whole county full of them goats. All from the 440. Hey, it's just for Beulah County. Yeah, right on your head like a bounty. Said I'm from Beulah, they know I'm from Beulah, so let me just go talk about my surroundings. Shout out them Eagles that's out in Geneva, them Lakers, oh yeah, that's Palmerton and Valley. We from the football chasing these goals. If you in the way, you get taken out proudly. And Jefferson soaring with Falcon. Said that you working, you ain't really working. You see that we working, our hands got a callus. Putting in reps till we moving some mountains. Edgewell got warriors, they won't allow it. Me, I bleed green and gold, they know defeating no dragons who run the whole city. You wildin', and they really bout it. And next we gon' go to Grand Valley. Work like a horse and don't show no remorse. So opponents keep coming, we stack them and pile them. Yeah, and kinda got flooded with Spartans. As soon as they pull up on game day, we park them. Cause we number one in that spot, ain't a bargain. Man, shout out St. John, they be ballin' like Harden. This for the fofo. This for the fofo. This for the fofo.